reflect those of KNY 91.1 FM and its affiliates.
Good morning and welcome to Today with Kashay. It's Friday and it's all about a hot topic. I've got Deb Miner from Wicked Core in the studio this morning with us. And good morning.
Good morning, Kashay.
How are you?
Good. Yeah, awesome. Thank you for inviting me.
Well, of course. But so I have to tell the viewers out there a little bit about how we met. So it was probably about 2 years ago. And I kind of like to work out, I'd say. I was doing 2 workouts a day, 5 days a week. And I remember it was Leanne Domain at the time had mentioned about this workout she was doing. And it was called Wicked Core. And she was getting a group of us to go down there. And it was, I think it was myself, it was Linda Smith, and like 4 or 5 others. And so I thought, okay, you know what? I'll still do my 2 workouts. I'll do my run in the morning. I'll do my other workout, and I'll go whip this class out. No big deal, right? It's just one more. Shame on me. So I remember I got there, and I thought, okay, because it's just going to be on these machines. I pretty much have this down, right? And oh my gosh, I got in there, and what made it so difficult for me, and I don't like to say things are difficult for me, but what made it so difficult for me was that it was such muscle concentration. What I recall it being from my first experience, that it was so, you couldn't get out of it. You couldn't try to improvise. You couldn't tone down, tone up. You had to stay in it. And I thought, oh my God, this is something. This is really something. And then I continued. And then it was 3 workouts 5 days a week. And I was just like overwhelmed. But I mean, you remember that day?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I think, did I tell you that I had come in and that I was like...
Yeah, you know, I think a lot of people are like the same thing, like, oh, this isn't going to be too bad. You know, it's one way or the other, but you never forget your first class. I mean, it's, and that's the thing is, like, I think anyone who comes in, and it was great. You guys came in with a group of friends. It was a private class, like just for all of you, and it was so much fun to have you guys there. But yeah, that first class, oh my goodness, like you're like, what?
Yeah, I was cursing, and she even says it in class. She goes, "Oh, at this point, you're probably cursing me. You can go ahead and curse me." And I'm like, she's pretty good. She knows that's what's happening in my head right about now. And then we ended up actually doing an event together with Designer Divas.
Yes.
We partnered on an amazing event, and I have to say, like from a retail perspective, I mean, let alone the fitness, she has the most amazing workout clothing. So any of you out there who are looking for workout, because I love workout gear, you have the best.
Oh, thank you.
You have the best
yes.
in there. So, and then we did some runs together.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you know or not, I'm training for this Woodlands first ever. I'm doing a relay.
Awesome. That's that's
Because
awesome.
when we talked and ran, you were training. You were going to be doing potentially an Ironman.
Yeah. Well, it's still on the bucket list. It's still on the bucket list, but
Okay.
I need to find somehow 40 hours a week to train. So, one day I hope to do it.
You hope to do it.
But
So
right now I've got my hands
you're pretty
full.
busy.
Yeah.
So tell everyone out there what, so many people, I remember when I first did it was like, what's Wicked Core? What is that? What does that mean? So what is the Legree Wicked Core Fitness all about?
Yeah, so Wicked Core is the Legree Fitness Studio. So it is, it's on a machine called a Megaformer. It's a low impact, high intense workout. So no jumping, no bouncing, but basically from the first second you're on the machine, like your muscles literally start twitching. And so it's a very intense 45 minutes, but honestly all fitness levels can do it. And it's just something that people aren't used to. So like you can hear all about it, but it's like you just need to kind of jump in. People refer to it as like Pilates on steroids.
I was going to ask you that. Is it more like a Pilates isometrics, or is it, what makes it different than just if someone's listening out there that says, hey, I'm going to Pilates class, why do I need Wicked Core?
So the difference is you're getting cardio, you're getting flexibility, you're getting strength training all in the one class. So with Pilates, and I've taken lots of Pilates classes as well, but you would need to do Pilates plus something else. So you go for a run and then do Pilates class, where with this, honestly, you get everything you need in the one class. So it's
in 45 minutes,
and it is on a Megaformer, and this machine is large. Like, I mean, I had one in my house before we opened, and it is huge. Like, it takes up the whole room. So much more versatile, very quick transitions, nonstop 45 minutes. I mean, people will say, "Do I have ability to get a drink?" But I'm like, you could bring your water, but it's such a fast-paced class. Like, you really don't have time for that water.
So how was this founded? Like, what was the backstory? Because someone specifically wanted to, take Pilates and make it even bigger. What's the backstory on how this came about?
Yes, you guys are seeing some videos right now on that. So that's the machine. They're up on the screen. But so Sebastian Legris designed the machine, and he had actually started doing Pilates, and he was training clients, and the clients just weren't getting enough out of it. So they had to do other things, and he basically designed this machine to basically give you everything you needed in that one class. So it's just very intense, and he's improved it over the years. But it's the machine, the quick transitions, being able to go smoothly from one exercise to the next is just amazing in this class.
Wow. Well, we're going to take a quick commercial, and then when we come back, we're going to find out some of the Hollywood socials who are doing this amazing routine as well. We'll be right back.
Great with people? You have professional experience? 91.1 The Boss wants to interview you as a sponsorship promoter. Contact us today at 713-370-5051. Could your business use more customers? Could your business use more online traffic? Sponsor with 91.1 The Boss radio station and let our multimedia radio station promote your business. Contact us today at 713-370-5051.
Follow us at KNLY 91.1 FM.
Looking to buy a home? Looking to buy commercial real estate? Been turned down by the bank? We can help. SDA Financial. We specialize in these types of deals. SDAFinancial.com. SDAFinancial.com. We do the deals the banks say no to. Go to SDA Financial. Let's get your deal done today. This message was from a proud sponsor to KNY 91.1 FM.
Follow us at KNLY 91.1 FM.
Welcome back. It's Friday. We're here today with Kashay. We've got Deb Miner from Wicked Core in the studio. Welcome back.
Thank you.
So we were talking at commercial about this reformer and how it was developed and founded, and what made Sebastian realized he needed something more than just the typical Pilates to add in to give a full body workout, correct? So tell us a little bit. I mentioned about the Hollywood scene seems to be like all over this. So who are these people, and obviously it must be working?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Honestly, the biggest star right now, that's been recently in people's minds, is Meghan Markle. So I mean, if you look at the pictures of her in her wedding, just how toned she is, and that's the thing. That's the results you get out of it, is about you're really tone up. So not bulking up muscle, but just leaning, lengthening those muscles. But Meghan Markle, obviously, she's a big one that's doing it.
I saw Jennifer Anderson, Kim Kardashian, Sophia. Okay.
Yep,
yeah.
The Legris butts.
Yeah.
Right. We're working on those Legris butts.
Whoa. Yeah. No, but so that's amazing, because that says a lot. A lot of times, I think the trends are always. If the Hollywood scene's doing it, if they're trying the diets or whatever, that usually lends toward it's something that's pretty successful. I don't think they're going to do it if they don't think it's successful.
Yeah, you get quick results. So that's why they do it. Like, honestly, within the first handful of classes, you feel it already. So like the Victoria's Secret models do it, just and just to get that quick.
Well, I have to say, I mean, of course I was doing 2 workouts, but just the immediate results that I got, I was like, ugh. I mean, it just took it up another level of and toning. It's truly a toning, isometric type of toning. I mean, really, you get a lot of tone from that. So I know a little bit about your background. You were a CFO, correct me if I'm wrong. How does a CFO go from I'm going to do numbers all day to I'm going to open Wicked Core?
Yeah, it's a little bit of a crazy jump off a cliff kind of thing.
2 different brains going on.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, I have coming from that world, I'm a CPA as well, so I have that experience from running a business side of it, and it's one of Oprah's quotes. It's do what you have to do until you can do what you want to do.
Okay.
And so.
So you always wanted to do something.
I always wanted to do something on my own. I didn't necessarily know it was fitness, but the things that I was passionate about, for me, passion was either fitness or pets, and I actually looked into both opportunities, and fitness is what won out. So I was actually going to open a Pilates studio, and a girlfriend told me about Legree Fitness. Went and took my first class, and immediately. It was love at first shake. I mean, your muscles are shaking the whole class. I fell in love with it right away, and it was so fast. Like, it's one of those things too. If you think about something too long, you'll never do it. So, within 2 months of taking that first class, I'd already signed a lease.
There goes that left brain. Yeah, exactly.
Quit my job, signed the lease, signed on with Sebastian Legree, and quickly, it's think about something too long, you won't do it.
Well, it was the right
do
decision
it.
because, and so to the point, I was going to ask further about that. You said, okay, I'm leaving. I'm going to start my own, and I'm going to jump into this. And so you opened it and you did it. And what was that like? Was that just, okay, I'm good. It was a success. Everything went perfect.
I opened the first studio very close to where I live.
You have 2 studios.
I do have 2 studios now. So the first studio I opened very close to my house. So I had an amazing kind of friendship of people that were willing to try it because they knew who I was. And just the marketing actually worked out really well for that first studio. And so I mean, people fell in love with it just like I did. I know it's a tough workout, but and it's just such an amazing class that if we can get people to come in and try it.
And the other thing I was going to say about that, as far as like, really anyone can do this. And what's so amazing is you see everyone in there. I mean, and so I would ask, is there a certain age? Is there a certain limit? What would you suggest to someone out there listening that says, okay, can I do this? It sounds like a very intense workout. Am I capable?
Yeah, no, it is an intense workout, but it's all fitness level. So we have people that are taking their 500th class next to somebody's taking their first class, and in the way you're positioned on the machine, it makes a difference. So it's all fitness level. So whether you're looking to lose 5 pounds, you're looking to lose 80 pounds, like it can be done whether you're 20 years old or I've had 80 over 80 years old on the machine. So. Because the exercise is so slow, the slower you go, actually, the better results you get. Everyone can do it.
And I will have to say this about you. When you're in the class, there is true attention that's given by Deb or whoever the instructor is. And I specifically said that because I went to Deb's classes all the time. But when she's in there with you, she's literally walking around and she's looking right at you. So she's not going to let you get out of form, which makes it even more intense, but also more effective. And I think that's a huge thing. It's not all this music going on that overwhelms. You hear some, but it's not what overwhelms. What's amazing is you're there and you're going to tell someone.
Yeah. There's only 12 of you in a class, so that's the max you'll ever have, and you're all doing the same thing. So there's no guesswork as far as like, what did the instructor just say? What am I supposed to be doing? Like,
you won't let it. I tried that. I did. Okay, I'm going to be honest. I'll be in the back, because I'm always saying, is there a little way I can maybe tweak this a little bit, I can still get the results. And she'd go, okay, Kashay. She'd come around. I thought, okay, I'm sneaking it a little bit. She'd come around and go, no, Kashay, I need you to push a little bit more. Move your leg. And I'm like, dang, but I'm doing pretty good.
And we have a ton of amazing instructors. All gonna, a little bit different personalities, different. But for sure, I teach a challenging class. I teach a challenging class because I do want to make sure everyone's kind of doing it right. And I'll give you those little modifications. Like if you just move 1 inch this direction, like you're going to feel
But you do
so
it
much
kindly.
more.
You do it kindly. You'll just say, Kashay, move.
Yeah.
So no, that's so anyone really can do this. It's so someone out there who's like I was saying, who maybe is training for something or is, focused on another workout. Is this something they can do in conjunction, or how does that work?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
Yeah.
from a cross training perspective, I mean, I've had runners who this is just they've sped up by half by 30 seconds in a mile, just speeding up your runs, the Ironmen who have done it, that, a lot of them who have come in now said, oh my goodness, I wish I'd done this before my first Ironman, because it's just, with that core strength, I mean, ultimately every class is a full body, arms, abs, legs, obliques, but you're hitting that core. So with that strong core, I have people that play tennis, they're always doing that twisting motion. So tennis players, it helps.
But it's great for swimmers.
Yeah.
I was going to say swimmers, I bet that builds that core up really tight, because that was one of my areas where when I did swimming, building the core up was huge.
Yep, for sure. So, yeah.
And so, as far as what you would say, if someone comes to the studio, and is there different levels? Is there a teacher that teaches more basic intro? I want to sign up. I want to get down there. I want to try my first class. What do I do?
So once a week at each studio, so on every Saturday morning and Sunday morning, we have a beginner class. But most people, if that doesn't work into your schedule, you can jump into any class. So every class is all fitness levels. So that's what I say. We have somebody who's taking their first class, somebody who's taken 200 classes. But if you're intimidated and want to take a slower paced class, that Saturday or Sunday class
What
is a
time
great
is that
one.
at?
It's at 11:30 on Saturday.
And where are your
Sunday.
locations for people out there listening?
So one is on Kirkendall in Creekside,
Okay.
and the other one is on Rayford, right at the corner of Rayford and 99.
Okay,
in
so
Spring.
two good locations to kind of feed the Woodlands
Yeah,
area. Yeah. And so you also do something that's kind of fun to push everyone. You have this 100 club. And it's kind of like you do one. Yes, you can get to 100 of these. Believe it or not, there's someone you said doing 500, right? Or 750.
Yeah. It's amazing. So that's a big thing. We celebrate class milestones, because when you take your first class, you realize how challenging it is. And so when you've taken 50 classes, when you've taken 100 classes, 200 classes, we celebrate those milestones with you. We're so impressed and so inspired by everyone, and it's just become an amazing community in there, and people are cheering on the other ones when they hit those milestones, because again, oh my goodness, that person just took 200 classes, I am dying.
I'm gonna get there.
So but the thing is, the people that have done that, they see amazing results in their body.
To that point, what's realistic? If someone says 20 classes in versus 30 classes in versus 50 versus 100, what realistically are we going to see, kind of? And it varies, I know.
Yeah, the spot, you want to be at 3 times a week, to really see results. So if you're coming 3 times a week, that's really where you're going to notice results. And honestly, within the first 30 days, that'd be about 10 classes. You leave there and you're cinched in, everything kind of, and I like to show my before and after pictures, just because I did not look like this. I was just a runner before. That's all I did. And Legree Fitness has just leaned me out, toned me up. It's not about the scale, at Wicked Core. It's about building up muscle, losing fat, but it's lean muscle. So it's not bulking up. It's just that length.
I love that
lean
point
look.
you bring out. One of the things I stopped doing many years ago is probably, I'm going to say my age, but about 20 probably years ago, I stopped weighing myself. I do not weigh myself. I go by my clothing size. I go by how I eat and how I feel in my clothing and how toned I am.
Yeah.
Because that's it. How healthy am I inside? What clothing size am I wearing? Am I toned and am I fit? And I think as we age, if you look at it from that perspective and not so much by a scale, because a scale it just fluctuates, you can actually come around and see
I couldn't
yourself
agree
better.
with you more,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I love to hear you say that, because I want all women to say that and believe that, because it's not how your clothes fit. Don't stand on the scale every day. Don't stand on the scale.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It'll drive you crazy.
Yeah,
And
it
actually,
will.
it's not realistic. But we are going to take another quick commercial, Deb. So we will be right back. There you. Oh, look there. You can
Nice.
see actually up there before we break what she was talking about earlier. We've got a picture up there where the before and after. I think one was, you tell us when you were.
No, and it was just it's a 5 pound difference. So it's not. That's what I'm saying. It's not about the scale, but
You
it's
see
just
the difference in the
lean.
tone.
Yeah,
and the,
yeah, just
amazing.
yeah,
All right,
toning
well,
up.
Awesome. Well, we'll take a quick commercial, and then we'll be right back.
great with people? Do you have professional experience? 91.1 The Boss wants to interview you as a sponsorship promoter. Contact us today at 713-370-5051.
Mixing genres and generations, all in one station. 91.1 FM, The Boss.
For fresh flowers fast, call Barb's Iris Floral at 281-820-2294 with excellent customer service since 1983 for weddings, funeral services, sweet 15s, corporate events, and all occasions. For that special someone you love, barbsirisfloral.com and barbsirisfloralboutique.com. Come on in and pick out of our prestigious gallery at 727 Westmont Houston Road, Houston, Texas 77038. Text 832-466-8414. Barb's Iris Floral delivers fresh flowers fast.
This message was from a proud sponsor to KNLY 91.1 FM.
Are you great with people? Do you have professional experience? 91.1 The Boss wants to interview you as a sponsorship promoter. Contact us today at 713-370-5051.
Welcome back to Today with Kashay. It's Friday, and we've got Deb Miner with Wicked Core in the studio with us today. Welcome back.
Oh, thank you.
So we were talking before we left about the different types of images and how you view yourself, and it's very important to look at the toning, the feel, the core, how your results are happening, not so much what a scale says. And I think that's a huge thing. So ladies, if you're listening, just go to Wicked Core, get toned, get fit, eat healthy. It's a lifestyle. It's not about the scale.
Yes.
Okay,
exactly.
we got that message now.
Yes.
Okay, so some of the other things you offer there are group parties.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's kind of fun because I know when we came as a group, it made it a lot more comfortable.
Yeah.
But can you expand a little bit about what your group parties are and what you offer?
Yeah. So it's just kind of a fun event. We've had where we've had couples where it's like 6 couples because we have 12 machines. So we've done
Yes,
lots of
men go here too. I'm sorry.
yes.
I keep saying ladies. I'm
Oh,
sorry,
both,
gentlemen.
yes. Yeah.
You're welcome as well.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
So the private classes just anytime usually at night or weekend Saturdays after hours we've had some great private groups. And we have a date night class. That one's that one's really fun.
Yeah.
And we've had some team building. So if a client comes and they're like, oh my God, I love this. I want my employees to come with me and do this. So some team building, some neighborhood fun.
Do you do
events.
one-on-ones?
We do private classes as well.
Okay. So
Yeah.
that I forgot about that as well. How do they register?
So the easiest way is download the Wicked Core app on your phone. That's going to be the easiest way. You'll see the class schedule. You choose which location you want to go to. And then you need to reserve a spot because we only have 12 machines. You just want to make sure that when you show up, you have a machine. So, so just download that Wicked Core app on your phone. And as a new client, a couple different options. You can do 2 weeks of unlimited classes for $75, or you can do 2 classes for $30. So it's one of those things where you just need to kind of make that commitment, give it a try, and just go ahead, and give it a try because it's so unlike any other exercise that it's you just really need to try it.
I totally agree. And so, speaking of that, I know you grew to 2 locations. Are you always hiring instructors? Are you pretty much comfortable where you're at? Or is there anything there if someone's interested?
Yeah, no. If somebody's interested, I would definitely say you reach out to me. There's some information about being an instructor on my website, and honestly, some of our best instructors were clients first. Like somebody, you love the exercise, you know it, and just want to share it because it is so different. And it's like so many people, it's changed their lives.
Oh, yeah.
You look at that 100 Class Club wall and all the women.
That has to be
and
amazing
men.
for you.
It is.
Because you think about it. Let's go backwards. You came from a completely different arena. You started this business, and you went out and you said, I'm going to go for this, and the lives you've changed.
Yes.
When you look at that wall, I did what I was supposed to do.
Yes, definitely rewarding. I mean, I can build a killer spreadsheet as an accountant, but changing lives is just definitely
That's amazing. And so there are other locations. So let's say I have a membership. Talk to me about other locations that there are, and if that membership would carry over if I'm traveling and I'm going up to New York or somewhere.
So Wicked Core is just my 2 locations. So just between those 2 locations, but clients that are traveling, Ligree Fitness, their studios all over the country, tons in California. That's where it started. So, so definitely, like when I have clients that are traveling, like, okay, I need my fix. Like, I need to take this
Sure.
class and can't miss it. So there's lots of studios in other cities, but Wicked Core just are my personal 2 studios here in the Woodlands.
Okay, so I was mentioning earlier, because it's all about fitness and fashion. No, so you have some of the most amazing workout.
Yeah.
I would go there some days and just go, like, not even to work out, and I would be like, I still got to go shopping and get some of the tights. So how do you come about getting your collection?
Honestly, like, it is so fun to shop for women. Like,
Because we wear them.
Yeah.
We wear them. Everybody wears them, like, all to lunch and everywhere.
And I'm in the studios all the time. I know my clients, like, and I literally shop for individual people. So, like, when I buy a cool pattern, I'm like, I know who's going to wear this. I know who, it's like, so I've just had a really fun time, like, picking out different brands, and so we have amazing brands.
So people, you can also just go there and do some shopping as well. When you visit there, register for your first class, go try it out, but afterwards, definitely pay attention to her retail shop, because it's one of the best.
Yeah, it's fun.
So let's talk a little bit about, but obviously about your charity and give backs. What are some of the most rewarding or personal touch ones that you're a part of?
Yeah, so I am in the Junior League of the Woodlands.
Okay.
So a plug there for the Junior League of the Woodlands. Awesome. So within that, I am in a part of we support the women of sex trafficking. So really helping, and whether it's women or children, it's so that's the part that's kind of near and dear to my heart, helping that group. So we have events that we help those women, and so that's pretty amazing. I wouldn't say it's definitely a challenge to see what's going on there, but the other one that's more rewarding too that I'm doing as well is I'm also a big sister. So
I saw that on something. So what's that like?
Yeah, so big brother, big sisters of of the area, and so I started doing that just over 2 years ago. And so I matched with little girl, and we have some fun days together.
That's
so
great.
yeah,
That's great.
yeah.
So I'm going to ask. I always ask other hobbies, other interests. What do you have time? And I know you like to run, but what are some of your other interests and hobbies that you like to do?
So I do enjoy gardening.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can come get some vegetables.
Yeah, well, it's like flowers and stuff.
Oh, flowers. She's like, okay.
We do
I'm
that.
always looking for herbs.
Yeah, it's different because I grew up in the Northeast, and so trying to get used to southern growing
some more
or growing
flowers.
all year long. But I'm not afraid to pick up a rake and work in the yard.
Okay.
So that.
Because you're from.
I'm from Rhode Island, which is where the Wicked comes from. So yeah, everything is Wicked. Wicked cool, Wicked everything.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I didn't know that. Shame on me for not knowing that. So I'm going to throw another one out. So not only do you have 2 studios, you also own another Broken Egg.
Yes.
Correct? You and your husband. So now you leave this and you're like, I'm going to be an entrepreneur, but I'm going to be a multiple entrepreneur. How does that work for your schedule, and where did that all come about?
Honestly, like now that we both own businesses, our schedule actually works out a little bit better together. Owning another Broken Egg Cafe, that is the busiest on Saturday and Sunday. So it's not, we don't have your typical weekend. We are not off on Saturday and Sunday at all. Just, having, being able to make our schedules a little bit more flexible and trying to take a Tuesday off, which, is so that's our weekend. But owning the businesses for sure keeps us busy. I do, I'm randomly at the restaurant. I'll be there on Mother's Day. It's the busiest day. But I do all the bookkeeping for the restaurant. So fun times, owning 2 businesses for sure.
So what would you say in summary, if we could say, what has been your biggest challenge versus your biggest reward?
Biggest reward, my husband and I both live by a plaque. We have a plaque, and we have it kind of all over our house. Of what would you attempt to do? What would you attempt to do if you knew you could not fail? And so, whatever it is in your life, that is something I think if everyone could live by that, like just go out and do it, and give it your all. And that's what we've done with our businesses, and we couldn't be more proud of what we've built and developed. And I'm so proud of my amazing clients that see these amazing milestones and change their body, change their lives.
Well, with that's amazing. So go out, register go meet Deb. Amazing individual, strong woman, and successful entrepreneur in multiple ways. So thank you for joining us today. And actually, on next Tuesday, we will have Norton Ditto on, and we'll be talking all about the men and men in fashion. So join us next Tuesday. But thanks again.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Have a happy weekend, everyone. We'll see you next Tuesday. Bye-bye.
Mixing genres and generations, all in one station. 91.1 FM, The Boss.